Hi children, welcome to English class. Today we will be dealing with two important areas of English grammar, namely articles and prepositions. Though they are very simple, they are very important, and it is very likely that if you are not careful, you can make mistakes. You might have learned about these articles in your schools. Your teachers might have told you or might have taught you about articles and prepositions. But we have to be very careful and learn more concepts about these two items. So, welcome to today's class. Let's begin with articles. What are articles? You might have learned. Articles are words used before nouns or noun equivalents and are a type of adjectives. We have, as you might know, we have three articles: the, a, an. The first one is called the definite article, and the other two, a or an, are called indefinite articles. So let us think about each one in detail. First, the definite article the. The definite article the can be used both before singular and plural nouns. For example, the earth is round. There you might have understood the earth means the earth that we all know, the earth that we live in. So the earth is round. Now let's talk about the indefinite article a. It is used before a singular noun beginning with a consonant sound. For example, rose is a flower. In that example, you can see flower, it is singular. Okay, so rose is a flower. The next one is an. It is used before a singular noun but beginning with a vowel sound. For example, he is an MLA. Here what you have to be very careful about is the sound. MLA, A is the sound, not the individual word MLA, the sound MLA. That is why we say an MLA. Say another example, an apple is a fruit. An apple is a fruit. So apple, the sound is a sound. Now, before we learn about articles, we should know something about the nouns. Nouns can be countable and non-countable. Countable means the nouns that can be counted. Then non-count nouns, nouns that cannot be counted. Again, it can be singular and plural. So nouns can be singular and plural. Singularity showing one. Okay, when we have more than one, we say it is plural. So there also we have to be very careful about these things. See, for example, that man is a scoundrel. That man is a scoundrel. Another example, we are looking for an apartment. A scoundrel, it can be any man, isn't it? So any member of that group. Again, apartment. Again, it can be any apartment. So one area is that they are used to indicate a non-specified member of a group. Then, to show singularity or plurality. For example, I own a cat and two dogs. I own a cat and two dogs. So before singular noun we use a cat. Before plural noun dogs, no article is used. Then another one, an unhappy boy. There can be an adjective between an article and a noun. See, an unhappy boy. So between the article an and boy, There is the adjective unhappy. So also a red apple. A red is an adjective between article and noun. See, look at another example. I have a dog. A dog means only one dog. So it is not to show that singularity, one dog. Instead of one, we use a dog. Then another one. The dog is very friendly. The dog. The dog means, why I used the article the? Because the dog is specified here, isn't it? The dog that I mentioned, already mentioned. Then, if you are speaking about the dogs in general, we do not use any article at all. Dogs make great pets. Dogs make great pets. There, we do not use any article. Another point is that the collective nouns take indefinite article. For example, we say a box of matches, a deck of cards, a bar of soap, a herd of cows. So it's a collective nouns. So there we use a article a. Now some basic rules about this definite article the. So the general rule states that the first mention of a noun is indefinite and subsequent mentioning or subsequent references to this noun are definite and take the article the. For example, I will make it clear. Look at this example. A man is walking down a road. A man is walking down a road. There is a dog with the man. See, in the first, the beginning I said a man. We do not know which man. So that is a man. Okay, so first reference is indefinite and we use article a. Then subsequent reference. See, there is a dog with the man. There I used the man. Why the man? Because the man is already mentioned previously. Next sentence, I ate an apple yesterday. I ate an apple yesterday. First reference. First time I am mentioning about apple. Now, I want to say something more about this apple. We say, the apple was juicy and delicious. The apple. The apple means the apple that I ate yesterday. Okay. Another example, combine butter, sugar and eggs. Add flour to the mixture. Add flour to the mixture. See, the mixture means which one? When we add these three items, we get a mixture. So the previous reference. So through these examples is clear, I think. Just look at one more example. A growing plant must have water and minerals. A growing plant. A growing plant means we don't know which plant. It's the first time we are referring to a plant. So we say a growing plant. Then look at the next sentence. The plant must also have sunlight. The plant. So second reference. That is already made definite. That is why the plant. Then the minerals must include nitrates. The minerals must include nitrates. Which minerals? Already I said in the first sentence, isn't it? The minerals that I mentioned in the first example. That minerals must include nitrates and the water must not be saline. The water. The water means the first sentence I made a reference. Okay. So this is the basic rule. First mention, we take the indefinite article and if it begins with a consonant sound, we use a, and if it is a vowel sound, beginning with a vowel sound, we use an. And all the subsequent references will take definite article the. There are three special cases where we require the definite article the. One is a general reference. For example, in India we can say the Prime Minister will arrive tomorrow. Why I say the Prime Minister? Because there is only one such a Prime Minister in India. So when we say the Prime Minister, we know who the person is referred to. Okay. Second case is the sun, some unique objects, the sun, the earth, the sky, the pop, the equator, etc. When we are referring to unique objects, the article the is used. See, the third area is before superlatives. For example, Mexico City is the most populous city in the world. The most populous city. So before superlatives we use the definite article the. Now another important thing that you have to bear in mind is that if the noun is followed by a relative clause, you might have learned about the relative clause in your classes, 7th standard, who, which, that, etc. or a prepositional phrase, for example, of, in, to, it is already made definite and takes the definite article. Through some examples I will make it clear. For example, the man who lives next door is Chinese. The man who lives. The man is followed by the relative pronoun who. So it is already made definite. So we have to use the definite article the man. Okay. See another example. We take the regular collection of garbage for granted. The regular collection of. The noun is followed by prepositional phrase of. There also we use the definite article the. The regular collection, that is a noun. Okay. Another one. The journey to Vancouver takes 3 days by train. Again, the journey, that is a noun, it is followed by to. So in this case also we use the relative pronouns. Now there are some exceptions we have to be very careful about. One is that if there are pre-modifications, you know what a pre-modification means? If a noun is modified by any of the following or preceded by any of the following, for example, this, that, these, those, some, any, each, every, none, etc., we do not use a definite article. Example, the read books, some read books, no read books, his read books, each read book. See, in these examples, the noun book is preceded by these words. Okay, some, any, or no, none, etc. There we do not use any, the definite article. Then another area is we do not use article with plural count nouns or any non-count nouns meant to refer in general. For example, trees are beautiful in the fall. Here trees means trees are considered as general. Okay, not any particular tree or no tree from any particular area. Okay, trees in general we say. There we do not use any article. Then he was asking for advice. Here also advice is taken as general, not any single piece of advice. So it is considered as general. Okay. Then I do not like coffee. Coffee, it is in general. So these are the things about the articles. Again, I will just sum up. Articles are two types, definite and indefinite articles. So definite article the can be used both before singular and plural nouns. Indefinite article can be used before singular noun beginning with consonant sound A. Article A is used before consonant and an is used before vowel sounds. Then there are some areas I told about. We have to keep in mind about the use of indefinite, definite article the. Now let us move on to the other area, prepositions. Prepositions are, or preposition is a word that shows the relationship between a noun or a pronoun and some other word or element in the rest of the sentence. Now, some of the common prepositions we use are in, into, on, onto, with, upon, under, at, to, across, near, after, before, from, for, between, beyond, behind, among, within, etc. You might have learned all these things in your classes. Now there are certain rules regarding the use of prepositions. The first one is that a preposition must have an object. All prepositions have objects. If a preposition does not have an object, it is not a preposition. It is probably an adverb. A preposition always has an object. An adverb never has an object. See, look at the following examples. They are in the kitchen. The preposition in has the object kitchen. Please come in. Here, in is not a preposition because it has no object. It is an adverb. Another example, there was a doorway before me. Here the preposition before has an object. Me. Me is the object. Another example, I had never seen it before. Here before, it is not a preposition. Why? Because it has no object. It qualifies seen. The word seen. Another example, I will call after work. It is a preposition. Why? Because after has an object. Another sentence, he called soon after. Here, after has no object. It is an adverb. Now there is a last golden rule about the preposition. A preposition is always followed by a noun and it is never followed by a verb. Now summing up all these things, I will give you some examples where the prepositions are used. First one is, the pen is in the pocket. The preposition is in. He jumped into the water. Into. Okay. The book is on the table. The monkey climbed onto the tree. The sky above is blue. He climbed up the tree. She had a bundle of grass upon her head. Rina walked to school. A mango fell from the tree. I wrote with a pen. She came with her father. The letter was written by me. The cow is under the tree. There is a river beyond the mountain. The thief hid behind a huge tree. So these are some of the examples where the prepositions are used. Hope you might have understood both the terms, articles and prepositions, and you have to be careful about the rules or some certain grammatical elements related to both these items. Okay, wish you all the best. Thank you.